was a question that the DMK MLA and the leader of opposition in Tamil Nadu had to ask. But while he was making that comment, while he was making his first address in the state, in the assembly in Tamil Nadu, he sort of set the pitch of what the tone and tenor of the DMK is going to be. And that once again, unfortunately, is calling for the eradication of Sanatan Dharma.
திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்துடைய தலைமையில் தேர்தலை சந்திச்சு வென்ற தோழமை இயக்க சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினருடைய ஆதரவோடு ஆட்சி அமைத்திருக்கக்கூடிய புதிய அரசிற்கும் மாண்பு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை நான் மீண்டும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். மாண்புமிகு பேரவைத் தலைவர் அவர்களுக்கும் பேரவை துணைத் தலைவர் அவர்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய நன்றி. உங்களுடைய பணிகள் சிறக்கட்டும். மீண்டும் என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம். வெல்க தமிழ், வாழ்க தமிழ்நாடு. மக்களை பிரிக்கும் சனாதானம் நிச்சயம் ஒழிக்கப்பட வேண்டும்.
Harish, my colleague, now joins us, getting us more details on this. Harish, the kind of comments that came in from Udhayanidhi Stalin, one would say on expected lines, because even though he has had to have legal trouble in the past over his comments, he doesn't seem to want to go away from that stance that he has taken against the Sanatan Dharma.
Absolutely. And in fact, Poonam, after the defeat in the recently concluded election, many were wondering if the DMK would change its line, especially on some of these contentious issues, or at least backtrack or sideline those issues. But clearly, in his opening speech at the fag end, while concluding, he's once again said Sanatan Dharma, which discriminates people, should be abolished. More interestingly, this happens, or at least this was said at a time when the new chief minister was sitting right opposite to him, and he spoke after that, but he did not mention or respond to what Udhayanidhi Stalin said. The TVK taking a very safe stance on this. In fact, one of the MLAs who's spoken to my colleague Purnima just after the session concluded has said that the TVK does not want to discriminate against any religion. It stands for a secular image and will not speak against any religion. So clearly the TVK taking a very guarded approach, but Udhayanidhi Stalin continuing with his campaign against Sanatan Dharma.
And if you heard, Harish, what Udhayanidhi Stalin was saying, I mean, there was absolutely no need for him to make that comment. He was talking about the priorities for the state government. He was talking about what the DMK's agenda is going to be, how the state anthem played at the very end. He quoted the example of the West Bengal oath-taking ceremony where Vande Mataram didn't play at all. I mean, when he was talking about that and taking on the TVK, the newly formed government, what was the need to bring up Sanatan Dharma once again at all?
Absolutely. And it came out of the blue because, as you rightly mentioned, over the last day or so, this government has been criticized for allowing playing of the state anthem at last, and we saw a clarification that came in from the TVK saying that this was a Raj Bhavan event and they had very little say. But we've seen a lot of back and forth on that, even from their allies like the CPIM and CPM. But still, Udhayanidhi Stalin, who spoke about various other aspects, he spoke about how in Loyola College, Vijay and him were actually, they were studying together. One was a senior, one was a junior. But he said here in administration, I have more experience, or we are more experienced.
Right.
So he was talking about a whole lot of issues. But at the fag end, he mentioned Sanatan Dharma out of blue.
And this is only going to escalate the political war of words further in the state of Tamil Nadu. For the moment, Harish, thank you so much for getting us the latest on that. We do have to shift our focus to some big breaking news.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.